Hi, so today we're going to continue from my previous video where I walked you through using Google Postman to send triggers into our Breeze environment. So we've triggered workflows from within Breeze within System Manager, and in my previous video we walked through triggering workflows from somewhere outside of Breeze, which was Google Postman. And we did this by using a post request into our Breeze event and connectors with the data values or the data sets that Breeze workflow will pick up and trigger. We also walked through how Google Postman allows you to convert that function of that post request into different forms, into different languages, whether it's HTTP, PHP, Python, Java, JavaScript, and much more. So now I'm going to walk you through triggering a workflow by using the HTML page or script. So what I've done here is I've made a very simple HTML page, and we're going to open this in WordPad. As you can see, this is my code. And we're going to also open the page in Firefox. And I've created a cancel order button. And what this button will do is when pressed, it will trigger a Breeze workflow. So the code behind this button is here. So I've done the format and the style of the button, the color, and I just made a very simple button. And again, we can do this in HTML, we can do this in PHP and many other languages. And what I've also done is, so first of all, we're going to be, when this button is pressed, we're going to be sending information to the Breeze Eventing Connector. So that's the address of our lab. We're also going to be sending the following values. And if you recall from my previous video, these are the data values that we define in System Manager. So this is the family, the type, the version, and the event body. Very similar to the task that we created in Engagement Designer, and very similar to the tasks or to the data sets that we added in Google Postman. So if we go back into Engagement Designer, we will see our workflow. All it will do is it will make a call to our Equinox client over here. And in the admin console, we have created different events in our event catalog. And we created a leads event. And that event had different data value sets. So you had family display. So family was leads you. Event type was student data. And the data set that we had was student ID and student phone number. And we have this workflow, which we called Wix123, which is the name of our workflow over here, laying in wait. So that when we send information from that external source into Breeze, our workflow will trigger. So now we've punched in a bit of HTML code. So we've created a form, and our form we have different data values. So again, family, type, version, and event body, and those mimic the data value sets that we have in our Breeze environment. And it looks very similar to what we did in Postman. In Postman, we did a post request to that URL there. As you can see, this is the action of the form. And in Postman, we also did, we also inserted the data sets, the data keys of the family, the type, version, event, and much more. And the values of the data were leads you, student data, and so on, as you can see here. So now we've done this, I hope again, this code I will upload and it'll be online if you want to have a look at it. It's a very simple HTML button, the submit button for a form. So now you've done this, if I press the cancel order button, as you can see, our workflow has been triggered. There you go. Again, what I could do is I can make the workflow a bit more complicated. So I could add a play announcement. So let's play some music for our workflow. And we will play just a simple audio file. We'll play it to a number that's being called, and we will map the play announcements. We've missed the play announcement. So let's go back to the play announcement. We're going to make a global variable in output mapping, and we're going to link the UCIDs from that play announcement to our, from that make call to our play announcement. So we're going to link that UCID over here, creating the handshake that will sequence one task after the next. Now we've done this, let's save, and then let's deploy. And this will be, we'll just put a description, and it's uploaded it into System Manager as a Java SVAR file. So if we go in System Manager, we'll refresh. You can see our Wix workflow version 2, and I've described it with HTML. So now I've done that, if I refresh my page, go back, refresh, and I press that again, it should trigger the workflow and play the announcement. So this is triggering a workflow from a web page. I hope this makes sense, and I hope you enjoyed walking through how to do this in our Breeze environment and using HTML code. And again, this code that we created is quite simple. We could do more complicated things by grabbing data, storing data, pushing data, getting data, tapping into RESTful APIs, and much more.